guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to do another foundation review and wear test for you guys. Today's foundation is the Lady Gaga Haus Labs foundation, the Triclone Skin Tech foundation. I just purchased this during the Sephora sale that they recently had. The first impression, I was like, okay, it's good, but it wasn't blown away. But then as the day went on, I feel like the foundation got better. So I'm excited to do a full review and wear test and really get a good opinion on how this foundation wears throughout the day. So if you like these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel so you can see when I upload next. I do all things beauty. I generally upload 1 to 2 videos per week. And yeah, let's dive into it. Okay, so if you're new to my foundation reviews, one side I apply the foundation with a makeup brush, and then the other side I will use a damp beauty sponge. Just a little background on my skin. I have acne-prone skin. It's mainly hormonal, but I still break out a lot. And with all the acne medications, my skin can get really dry. So I was hoping that this foundation is not drying at all, very skin-like, but gives me the coverage because I love coverage. I need coverage, even everything out, cover the acne, smooth everything out. I have a lot of texture as well. So that's what I was hoping this would do. A little bit about the foundation. It's a beautiful bottle. It's very heavy. I feel like it's like a rock. Pretty expensive, $45. Looks like it got Best of Beauty Allure Award winner in 2023. Clean Beauty, medium coverage foundation with fermented arnica. It has 4 out of 5 stars on Sephora, 2.1K reviews. Lots of shades. Lots of shades. I liked her shades. She has a lot of good undertones as well. I went with 145 Cool. It says it's light with cool golden peach undertones. So I figured like I have a lot of redness, pink in my skin, but then when I use some of like my self tan, it can have some like golden undertones. So felt like it was the best of both worlds. It has a natural finish, long wearing, non-comedogenic. Fermented arnica helps visibly reduce redness and irritation. There's also 2 complexes in this that have herbs that promote healing and calming and super antioxidants that protect the skin from stress. It's vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. Love that. It's made with 20+ skincare ingredients. Ultra comfortable long wear performance without compromising your skin. Weightless serum-like texture seamlessly blurs and smooths for a natural luminous finish that wears all day. No slipping or caking. All right, let's just get on into it. So I'm gonna start out with a damp beauty sponge. Put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I only had to dip into the 2 pumps once, so I feel like 1 pump for this side. Gave really good coverage. I would agree it's definitely medium coverage. Let's try the brush side. Adding a little bit more to the back of my hand. Added a little bit more just for the forehead. Definitely medium coverage. It's very beautiful. So easy to blend in. Both the sponge and the brush worked really nice. Here's the sponge side. So it didn't fully cover the acne, but it covered up a lot of the redness and everything looks pretty nicely even and smooth. And then here's the brush side. Looks really good. Didn't get really cakey. I feel like the sponge side has a little bit more luminosity, but the brush side worked really good too. I just prefer a sponge just because with the dry skin, that way the brush isn't pulling and tugging. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see close up what it looks like on the skin. Okay, so brush side. And here's the sponge side. Looks very pretty on the skin, a lot of luminosity coming through. The color's pretty good for me. It's a little light and has a little more yellow than the peach undertone, but we can make it work and I really like the finish so far. Alright guys, so I'm just going to finish my makeup off camera and then I'll come back to you guys to tell you how everything applied on top of the foundation and then like my first impressions. And then I'll do a few check-ins throughout the day to let you guys see how the foundation's holding up, how it's wearing over time, and then to get my final thoughts at the end of the day. Alright, so I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just finished my makeup. Everything applied great. I'm really impressed. I think the color match is actually pretty decent. I'm just gonna probably stick with this color just because I never feel like exchanging, but everything just looks so good. So I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see up and close again. So again, everything blended very, very well. There was no pilling, none of the foundation lifted, and it just still looks so pretty on the skin. So you can see in my forehead lines, nothing's settling in the lines, nothing's caking. And you know, this foundation is nice because you can still see a lot of my natural skin peeking through, some of my freckles. So it doesn't look too makeup-y, which is really nice, especially if you're looking for kind of a foundation that's like it says, medium coverage, where you can still see some of your natural skin peeking through, so you don't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. I do like the coverage. I love the finish. All right, so first impressions on this foundation, really, really good. Better than the last time. I think last time I was trying all new products in my Sephora try-on video and I wasn't sure what was going on. So this makes me think that the foundation is not the problem. And it's really, really comfortable, and I think so far, so good. So right now it is almost 11:30, and I got some errands to run today. I'm gonna do some baking. It's that time of year, and yeah, I will do a check-in in a few hours to show you guys, but so far so good. This is really, really, really pretty foundation. See you in a bit. All right guys, I am back. It is now 3:43, so sorry it's been like over 4 hours. The holiday shoppers are out, and it hasn't even been Thanksgiving, and now the weekend shopping is just crazy, and I have to stop doing my errands on the weekends. That was my fault. There's people everywhere now, everywhere. Anyway, so sorry it's a little longer than when I usually do my first check-in, but with that being said, this looks so good. So good. So skin-like. You can see some natural oils are coming through, but since I typically have like really dry skin, I prefer that. And I feel so comfortable. Nothing's faded, and it's been 4 hours. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Okay. So again, nothing has budged, barely budged, but you can see the glow coming through, which again, I don't mind. I didn't use any primers or anything. My nose is a little oily, but that's okay. You can see my forehead lines, nothing sank into the lines, nothing got worse, nothing, you know, started to crease. A little came off around the acne. You can see some of the redness coming through, but I didn't really build it up and cover that area just because I didn't really care today. It just looks so good after 4 hours. Okay guys, so I'll do another check-in in a few hours. So far so good. I'm actually really, really loving this foundation. It's just so comfortable. I love that the natural glow is coming through, and with it getting colder in the next couple of weeks and like with the winter coming up, I think this will be a great foundation for my skin in the winter, giving me the coverage that I want without, you know, drying out my skin, without caking, without looking like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So I am so far really impressed. We'll see where it's at the 8-hour point, because typically I don't wear foundations longer than 8 hours, so that's usually a good sign. If it's still holding strong 8 hours, you know it's a winner. But I'll check back in a few and give you guys some updates. Hey guys, welcome back. It is now about 7:30, so it's been about 8 hours. Let's see how it's doing. So you can see a lot of my natural glow coming through. Getting a little oily, so I would say if you have a very oily skin, I'm not sure how well this is gonna go for you. Maybe if you use like a really good mattifying oil control primer, you can get away with it. But right now I don't really have super oily skin, and I got a lot of glow coming through, so just keep that in mind. I like that I have the glow coming through because I rather it get oily as the day goes on than to get dry and patchy and start flaking away. Let's zoom in to take a closer look. Okay, so just a lot of glow going on, but again, I don't mind that. But like the coverage, I feel like is still there. The only place where it kind of faded is on my chin. Even in the oily areas, it's still there. So I'm pretty impressed. Let me just soak up some of this oil, and then we can see. I just patted away some of the oil so we can really see. But yeah, even along my nose, I have really problem areas on the sides of my nose getting crusty and all the makeup caking in there, but it's still looking really good. And my nose was running a lot today just because It's cold out. The coverage still looks really good, barely faded. Again, the only part is like my chin. It looks so good. Okay guys, so for it being 8 hours and it looking this good still, I mean minus the oil, which I don't mind, and you can just blot that away, or powder after like 8 hours, is like really, 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 really good. And I have been looking for a foundation that is definitely skin-like, but gives good coverage and is comfortable to wear, and it's not super drying or super glowy. I feel like you can get foundations with this kind of coverage, but they're too glowy. As the day goes on, they get very slippy and just, they don't work for my skin. So I've been looking for a foundation like this, and this might be my new favorite foundation, especially with the winter and cold months coming up. This is gonna be awesome. Super comfortable, very skin-like, and it's not drying, and it looks beautiful even after 8 hours. Just like so natural, so pretty. Final thoughts, this is a winner. For the price, $45, you know, that is a hefty price tag for a foundation, but for me, it's so worth it. I would buy this again. I might even buy this in a summer shade when summer comes back around. This is beautiful, and the fact that it has like skincare ingredients in it is awesome as well. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I would definitely repurchase this. This might be my new favorite foundation. I am really happy that I got that. If you have skin like mine, you know, acne prone, have a lot of drying going on because you're trying to heal everything, or maybe you have more like dry, mature skin, I think you would really like this. I didn't notice any settling in the lines. Now, if you have oily skin, just beware that you might have a lot of glow come through. You might just have to really prep your skin, but you can always try it out, and if it doesn't work, you could just always return it. But I would definitely recommend this foundation for anyone with a lot of texture, a lot of dry skin, but you still want that coverage. So guys, that was it for this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you can see when I upload next. I have a whole playlist on foundations I've already reviewed. I can link it up here. And again, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more beauty videos by me. And if you have a foundation that you want me to review, let me know down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!